Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the view so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Welcome back to another beer review. Today we're checking out a kind of a newer beer for Southern California. There is a new beer company out called Riip Beer Company, and they're out of Huntington Beach. And this is their Dan K IPA, or is it Dank? We don't know. I had the pleasure of talking to one of the brewers, and I think he's a co-owner. His name's Ryan. Actually, I think there's two guys, and they're both named Ryan. But I talked to one of the Ryans. And Riip Beer Company's been around they've been brewing beer for about a year. And I think it was in February they got their sales permit. So they just started selling beer a couple months ago. And the coolest part about Riip is that they have like a 1950s style ice cream truck. And I think it's got like 4 taps on the side of it. And you can call and they will deliver growlers to your house, which is seriously the coolest thing I don't think I've ever heard of anyone doing that. I don't know if there's any other craft beer brewery that does that. Growler deliveries to your house. It's incredible to me. It's amazing. I think it's one of the coolest things ever. I don't know if they do like keg deliveries. If you have like a kegerator set up in your house, they might. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know they do growler fills. My buddy Todd just got 4 growlers delivered to his house on Friday. So props to them for doing that. This beer is the first beer that they bottled, from what I understand. And right now they're just kind of getting out there. They have a couple restaurants up in Huntington Beach in the the Orange County area that has their kegs, and then a couple liquor stores they're going to start sending bottles to. So just awesome to have another Southern California craft brewery on the scene. And this beer is actually, I'm really looking forward to this. They just had the Taste of Huntington. I think it was last month. It was recently. And this beer right here won the gold medal for best beer. They beat out Green Flash, entered their, I think it's Road Warrior. I think it's an IPA that they brew. And then it also beat out Ballast Point's Grunion, which we reviewed that a couple weeks ago. I love that beer. I mean, obviously they're two different beers, this being an IPA. This is actually 7.5% alcohol by volume and 80 IBUs. I like that they put all that information on the bottle. The only thing that's not on this bottle, which I'm hoping in the future, I mean, they're just getting started, but hopefully in the future they start putting bottle on dates on the bottle, especially with hoppy beers. We've talked about that. Once these beers are going to be out in stores, you kind of want to know how fresh they are. And with hoppy beers, I mean, we know that over time, they start kind of falling off and the beer will change, over time. So I love the look of this beer. The logo is awesome. It's just super simple. I do like that they give the ABV and the IBUs. These are 22-ounce bombers. And like I said, I think this is the only beer that they have that they're bottling right now. I think they're going to start bottling their other beers. I think they have like 6 or 7 beers that they brew. Tiny little brew system. They brew on a little 3-barrel system. And they don't even have a tasting room open yet. I think they're trying to get a tasting room open in the next couple months. But for right now, it's just, if you can find these beers on draft in the Orange County area, you can try them. And the select liquor stores that have them, you can try them there too. So is there anything else I'm forgetting about? I don't think so, but I'm super excited to check this one out. So let's get to it. I mean, they're so new. I was looking on Beer Advocate. There's nothing really about them, so we got to start talking about them. I checked a couple reviews on Untappd. People are really, really liking this beer. My buddy Todd loves it, so thanks again for sending this, because I would not have been able to try it otherwise. We'll put that, wow, I can already smell that. So we'll put that there. So holding up to light, this beer is, it's not quite opaque, but it is a hazy, awesome, like golden yellow color. Super bright white head, about a finger with that pour. Really, really tight bubbles around the edge of that. There's good carbonation in this. There's a bunch of little bubbles streaming up to the top of it, but that looks absolutely killer in the glass. And like I said, right when I opened that, I could smell that. So let's go ahead and check out the aroma in this one. Wow, that smells like somebody took a grapefruit and just cut it open and squeezed it into the glass. Man, the citrus, the grapefruit note, the nose is great on this. Huge grapefruit. You get like that There's some orange in there, tangerines. There is that like kind of piney, earthy, like that dankness underneath all that citrus, but this is just like a citrus bomb. This reminds me a lot of the Stone Enjoy by aromas, if you guys have had that. I know it's kind of hard reviewing beers like this one that not everyone's going to be able to get, you know, their hands on right now to try it. So, I mean, if you're familiar with the Enjoy by, this reminds me a lot of that. Just awesome, like fresh squeezed grapefruit. Grapefruit, like that bitter kind of grapefruit. There's like a, again with this one, there's like that herbaceous kind of green. I don't know what exactly that is, but like really fresh and bright smelling. This beer smells killer, so let's go ahead and check this one out. Todd, thank you, sir. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is tasty. Man, for being 80 IBUs, this beer is super balanced. You don't get that crazy bitterness. Right up front though, taste follows the nose awesome on this one. Just huge grapefruit. It's not like juicy grapefruit, but it's like that awesome like grapefruit pith, grapefruit bitterness. Oranges, tangerines. There's something sweet in there. Like, I don't know if it's like mango, but middle of the mouth. Now that I'm actually sitting talking more, that bitterness hits you, and it's like that awesome, just hoppy grapefruit bitterness. But then on the back end, it just kind of sweetens up. The malt profile on this is great. Like, it's not overly bitter. It's balanced. This is really balanced for. I mean, it's a bigger beer, 7.5%, 80 IBUs. This thing is super easy drinking. That's really good. Again, very reminiscent of if you guys have had like the Enjoy by beers, like that huge, just dank grapefruit, super West Coast style with the bitterness. 7.5%. They hit the alcohol perfect on this. You don't get any alcohol in the nose. There's nothing in the taste of that. This is an awesome IPA. I can see how this won a gold medal at Taste of Huntington. That's really good. I like this a lot. This is just classic West Coast. You guys like that like super grapefruity, bitter West Coast style IPA? That's this. Amazing stuff. Really good. I'm very impressed. I'm actually kind of sad because down where I'm at in North County, San Diego, I cannot get this beer, so I'm gonna have to rely on my buddy Todd to continue getting these for me if he can do so. So as far as a grade goes for me, I mean, this is solid A for sure. I mean, for the style, this is the West Coast beer that I like. I'm going 96 on this one. This is really good for us. I mean, as far as, San Diego makes some of the best hoppy beers in the country. And this one, I mean, if I had this beer, I mean, if I could get my hands on this all the time, this would be in my fridge all the time. Awesome stuff from Riip Beer Company. Brewed with love in Huntington Beach. So you guys in Orange County, keep an eye out for this. If you're near Huntington Beach, check them out. Give them a call. I'll put a link to their website in the description of this. No, I'm not being paid to do this. When it comes to stuff like this, and there's, we need to support, we always talk about this, support local craft beer. If any of the other hoppy beers they make are anywhere near this, I mean, I'm sold for them. This beer is awesome. I like this a lot. Super good stuff. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this. It is nice today. This is a perfect beer for today. It's about 72 degrees. I'm gonna go sit on the back porch and sip on this for a while. So awesome stuff from Riip Beer. You guys, I mean, this is a great first beer to have. Good stuff. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't